Hello everybody, what's up guys? It's Woxxii here and today we are here because I wanted to discuss a lot of new Pokemon that we got. Pokemon actually uploaded again a new video, this time including I think a total of 6 new Pokemon, so that's really cool. So we got a lot of Pokemon, a little bit too much in my opinion because I feel like we're kind of getting spoiled with all these new Pokemon, but I'm not gonna complain obviously. It's great that we get new information and new Pokemon every single time. I actually, before we start the video, I also wanted to mention that I actually forgot to review 2 Pokemon that we got. Well, I didn't really forget it, but I uploaded video and I felt like it was a little bit too subjectively made, so I decided to delete the video and remake it. But since we got so many new Pokemon right now, I just felt like we could uh, do it right now. Like we could review them all together. Let's go over them one by one here. So the first Pokemon I wanted to discuss is Mimikyu. So Mimikyu is kind of the Pikachu-like Pokemon. Like I thought it was going to be another Pikachu clone. It was very distracting and confusing, but it actually isn't. So it's a Pokemon on its own, and its Pokedex entry states that it's a Pokemon, but that's under like a sleeve, and it drew a Pikachu face on it because it wants to get loved by Pikachu, which is actually like it's very sad, but it's true. Very cool Pokemon. It's also a Ghost Fairy type, which is actually the first Ghost Fairy type we got like ever. So that's a very cool typing. I think it's only weak to Ghost and Steel, I believe. So that's really cool. So its ability actually got officially released, which is now known, I think, as Disguise, and this ability is absolutely insane. So what this does is it's like a building substitute. Like so, for example, I send out the Mimikyu, and then you hit me, and then it's like I um got out of my disguise or something, and I don't take any damage, and then the next turn I take damage. So it's basically like a built-in substitute. But we don't know yet if like this activates every time you switch, or this is only once per battle, because if it is every time you switch, like this is gonna be crazy. So that means you could just like lead with Mimikyu, go for a free Will-O-Wisp, like get your a fake substitute broken, and then just switch out. So it's like free Will-O-Wisp all day. So that's gonna be crazy. I was thinking what they could do with this ability, and they didn't mess it up at all. Like it's a great ability. I absolutely love it. I think he's gonna be one of those Pokemon that doesn't get an evolution though. So sadly enough. But yeah, I like him more than I saw him the first time. Also, like the Pokédex entry behind it is very sad. So I kind of like it. It's very cool. So the next Pokemon we have is Bewear. So I mean, this is a clever name. Couldn't get more clever because like Beware, Beware, and it's a bear. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, laugh. So its typing is Fighting Normal, which is also the first typing we got. The first typing combination Fighting Normal, which is gonna be weak, I think, against Flying, Psychic, Fairy, and Normal is what I can think of at the top of my head. Um, I don't think the normal typing really adds anything to it, but it's a cool typing and I like it. And its Pokedex ability actually says that um, like it's really strong and it wants to hug its trainer, but like the trainer's life is in danger if it wants to train one of these Pokemon. So that's kind of wild. I do like it. Like it grew on me more than the first time I saw it. So I do like it. It's a cool Pokemon, and it actually also like its ability got released, and its ability is Fluffy. So what this does is I have it right here. So Fluffy is an ability that no Pokemon has ever possessed before the Fluffy ability. I mean, the Fluffy ability has the damage taken from attacks that involve contact. So it's kind of like Furfruit's fur coat, but like a nerfed version. So what fur coat did is what fur coat did is it just doubled his defense basically because every physical attack was halved. But now with Fluffy, it's like a weaker version because only attacks with contact are halved. So I guess special attacks like Draining Kiss then are also halved actually. So that's kind of cool since he's a fighting type. So that's actually going to be really cool. But what it also does is it doubles the damage of fire types. So I guess it makes sense because Fluffy like it would set you on fire faster or something. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. But that's cool. I mean, we have a lot of those abilities actually. We also have Dry Skin, which like also makes you weak against fire. So fire is definitely gonna be great in this meta. I feel like everybody popping out there Salandit, dude. So that's gonna be really cool. So it definitely is a cool ability. I think he's going to evolve once. He's gonna be like the bear of this region, like we had Pangoro and we had let me think here. Pangoro, Teddiursa. I can't think of anything else. The bear, Gupchu. I forgot his evolution. I forgot the name of his evolution. So it's probably gonna be a bear like that. So that's pretty cool as well. Now, these are the Pokemon that we already got, right? I'm sure you don't want to hear about that anymore. But we got, let me see here, four new Pokemon that we didn't that we got. I'm sorry, I'm excited that we saw in the trailer right here. So definitely really cool, really cool. Now the first one that we're gonna review here is Wimpod. Wimpod. I'm not sure. I think it's Wimpod. Um, and I really like. I think this has to be my favorite Pokemon released so far. I don't know what it is about it. I just really like it. It's like a mixture of a cockroach and I don't know. I don't know. I just like it. I like it. I like it. And its ability, its ability is Wimp Out. Like that's so, like it's. So what it basically does is when you hit it, and its HP goes below half, it just switches out to another Pokemon. So it's like an eject button basically, but below half. So that's gonna be cool. If this Pokemon has like, of course it won't have this, but like Leaf Storm for example, you can just do that. It will drop your special attack by 2 stages, and then you will just get switched out by the opposing Pokemon without you choosing it. So I think it can work against you, but it can definitely work in your favor as well. So I definitely like that ability. And its typing is also like Surskit, so it's a bug water type, and I really like that typing. Like it's actually very good typing, so it's weak against electric, rock, and let me think here. There's one more, electric, rock, and flying. That's it. And then also I have like 5 immunities: fighting, ground, steel, something else. So and fighting is in there as well. So that's really cool. Like I wanted to see that typing come back, and now we do. So I'm so happy, but uh, the negative point about this is though, like its Pokedex reads that it it hangs around a lot, like in the sea, but like and it cleans up poison, like all the garbage in the sea. So that's why people like it. So that might hint to actually it evolving into a water poison type, like Tentacruel, which I'd be fine with because it's a solid typing. But I want to see a Pokemon that remains a bug water type. Come on, Game Freak, you can do it. You can do it. I really want to see it. It probably will, and about his evolution, it probably will have like two evolutions, just like a general bug. But I really feel like training this guy on my team because I absolutely like love it. It's really cool. And so the next Pokemon we have right here is bounsweet. Now this Pokemon kind of reminds me of Cherubi, and that's probably because it's probably the exact same thing. Like it's just a cherry. That's probably why it reminds me of it because it's the exact same thing. But I like it. But I like it. I mean, I don't like it too much, but I have nothing against it. Just like it's neutral. I can't say anything bad about it, so I guess that means I like it. It kind of reminds me of a mixture between Cherubi, like I mentioned, and Skiploom. So it probably will be a fast Pokemon. And this Pokedex also says that when it's like it always tiptoes or something. So when it's in danger, it also tiptoes, and that's why it doesn't get help when it's needed, which is like cute and sad at the same time. So, and its ability is just Leaf Guard and Oblivious. So two previous seen abilities, which I'm fine with. That's totally cool. I think Lilligant actually has these two abilities as well. So I like that ability. I guess Oblivious is kind of nice and Leaf Guard. It depends. We don't know his stats yet. We don't know anything yet. So and it's just a pure grass type. So probably yeah, not going to be too bulky, I'm guessing. I think in this Pokemon might get one evolution. I'm not quite sure. I have no idea about this one to be honest. I hope it gets an evolution, but it might not as well. I want every Pokemon to get a new evolution, but I think they scratched that idea a long time ago. So that's pretty cool. It is fruit Pokemon if you want to know that. I mean, you can eat it or something. I guess it's your choice. But So the next Pokemon right here we are going to review is Mudsdale. Now, and if you didn't tell me this was a Pokemon, I would just say it's a town or something. Like I can already hear somebody say in my head, "Hi, my name is Jack, and I live in Mudsdale." I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't sound like a town. Let's be honest here. But its ability is absolutely crazy. So its ability is, oh no, I forgot the name. No, I didn't. It's stamina. So what this does is when you hit it, I think physical or special, its defense goes up, which is absolutely crazy because its Pokedex says it's a bulky Pokemon and it has a lot of power, but not. It's not known to be very fast. I mean, then again, we don't have really any sweeper ground type, so I was hoping this was gonna be like a sweeping ground type, but it's not. So what this does is like it has a lot of attack. It says so, and when you hit it and its defense goes up, like its attack and its defense is gonna be through the roof. Like just imagine getting this thing some kind of recovering move. Like you keep hitting it, its defense goes up, and then you rest. That's gonna be crazy. That might be in a strategy actually. Like that's gonna be really cool. Uh, I don't think it's gonna evolve at all though. It kind of looks like an equivalent like Tauros and Bufalon. So just no evolution, but the pure power. I mean, I like the Pokemon. It's a cool Pokemon. It's not like I didn't expect it. I guess I can say that. I didn't expect it, but I like it. I mean, I don't really dislike any Pokemons, but still, I guess it's okay. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna get an evolution. And then the last Pokemon we got is Comfey. So probably gonna feel very comfortable around him. Yeah, that was a joke. All right, so its typing is a I'm sorry, its typing is a fairy type. So just a pure fairy. Kind of reminds me of Flabébé since everybody thought this was gonna be a fairy grass type, and they're probably thinking the same of Comfey, but just a fairy type. And this might be the object Pokemon of this generation. So if you didn't know that, every generation actually has a Pokemon that's an object. So like generation 6 had Klefki, and then we had like these different generations that had an like Honedge. We also had that in generation 6. So this could be the object Pokemon. But what I like that they did here is like with objects, most of the time, like for Honedge, for example, they take a sword and they put an eye on it, right? But this time it's like they took the object and then they attached the Pokemon to it. I like that subject way more. Like we had the same with Flabébé, like it's a flower, but there's like a Pokemon attached to it. Like it's not a flower with a face on it. If you see where I'm trying to go here, but then again, there might be another object Pokemon because we had Honedge and Flabébé. So I'm hoping this was the object Pokemon because I'd be fine with it. I mean, they kind of had to make a Pokemon like this since the region is based in Hawaii. So, well, I do. I mean, it's okay. And its ability is triage, triage. I don't know how you pronounce it. But what this does is it gives priority moves. I mean, sorry, it gives healing moves priority. So that's absolutely crazy. Not just regular priority. It actually gives the highest level of priority. So that's like extreme speed. Like that's crazy. Like that's the same like extreme speed. Like Talonflame charge your Brave Bird, you still go first. You still go first. So this could definitely be a counter for Talonflame as well. But it does look like the most offensive Pokemon. I mean, it is made of flowers, so I don't see why it would have a lot of bulk, to be honest. But that's definitely really cool. Like just priority synthesis. It's probably gonna get that since we saw it use like Fairy Wind, I think, in the trailer. So wait, that that doesn't make any sense. But I mean, it reminds me of Flabébé. And Flabébé got a lot of grass type moves, so he probably will get the same. So priority synthesis is going to be a lot of fun. So those are the new Pokemon that we got reviewed. A lot of Pokemon, like I mentioned before, but I am happy with them. I just hope they don't leak too much more Pokemon, and I'd like to see some more Megas actually, because we haven't seen any yet. So that's going to be this video. Tell me in the comments what you like about these new Pokemon. And do you want to see more Pokemon? What evolutions? Wait, abilities? You know about abilities. What evolutions they might get? Any lore behind them? Just anything like your mindset on the new Pokemon would be great. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to, you can always drop a like down in the whatever. I mean, drop a comment in the section down below and press the button of like. That's what I'm trying to say, god damn it. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. This has been Woxxii, and I am out. Goodbye.